Hi guys, and welcome back to Shed Gaming. Alright, we're back in town. We got a 2,000 point bat rep today of the Goths, Orks, being led by none other than Gazgul Unthraga versus the swift strikes of the masterful shots of the Eldari, who have returned triumphant and looking ready for battle. Alright, 2,000 points of the Goths, and I got a lot of stuff. Alright, kicking things off, we have Gazgul Unthraga, my HQ, didn't spend any CP on his Warlord trait, so he's just basically, as he is, an absolute monster at 300 points. I got a Beast Boss on Squigger score. He's got the Beast-Hide Mantle Relic for a 5 Feeling of Pain and +1 attack, and he's also got the Arda's Nails Warlord trait, giving him -1 to wound. So he's got -1 damage, -1 to wound, 5 Feeling of Pain, 5 Invuln, character protection. He's an absolute monster. Troops, I have 40 Beast Snagger boys, and it's 9 boys, and then every squad is being led by a commando who will be the knob. Every squad is pretty much the same because I'm using the models from those squads to make a bigger knob squad. So I have a 10-man knob squad, but I just don't really have the models as of now, so it's 5 orange knobs and then a couple boys and a couple commandos, but they look pretty cool. And they're going to have truck boys, and they've all got big choppers because the big choppers are now free, which is just awesome. A lot of AP1 2 damage attacks, and then they can, truck boys allows them to move after the truck has moved and still advance and charge on the Warg if they have it. Awesome, some more boys, then moving to elites. I have 5 mega knobs with the shooters and power claws, and then that boy at the back will be a weird boy proxying as a pain boy just to give them a feel no pain and healing wounds, and they're going to be in a gun wagon, which is the big boomer, which is strength 8 AP2 2 damage 2 to 6 shots, and it has 4 big shooters as well. Obviously the knobs are going in the truck, and there's the more boy squad over there. Pushing over here, we have 3 Killer Cans all with rockets, as well as a Death Dread with 4 claws and Stompiatic pistons, giving him a 10-inch move and +1 charge. Sorry, +1 to his advance. Then we have a Mega Dread as well with the big cannon and a Mega Claw, sorry. So many things! And then we have a Battle Wagon with a Death Roller. Lots of names and words and things, and probably Gaz will be jumping in the Battle Wagon. But it's a little bit risky because if it's just him, he could die if it explodes. And that's 2,000 points of the Goths. And now we have 2,000 points of the Eldari. My friend, take it away. Alright, starting with the HQ.
So I have Baharoth as my first HQ. And then I have the Farseer on Jetbrike. And then I have the Farseer on foot. The Farseer here is going to have the Seer of the Shifting Vectors to get me back CP on a 6. I just want to try it out, see how many 6s I can get. I do have a spell to get CP back, but I just want to double up on it because I really like my CP.
So that's the Farseer on the Jetpack, has that ability. Very nice.
And then my other characters that are in the elite slots is going to be 2 Warlocks and 1 Warlock on Jetbike.
Very nice. And what do Warlocks do?
They're just single cast, cheap models.
Psychic powers,
yeah.
Eldar trickery.
Sort of thing.
Very nice. Moving on.
I have a single troop slot.
Oh, hello.
I have, for the first time, I have a squad of Rangers. I'm just trying them out.
With snipers?
Yeah, they all have snipers and pistols.
Very nice.
Just want to see how they do. Thought I might need some OBSEC, but we'll see. That's my troop slot. And then moving on to my elites, I have 10 Dire Avengers. No upgrades on them. And then I've got...
they're just awesome.
Yeah,
just
really
had to
good.
say they're awesome.
Big squad of 10 is, I think I'm preferring, because if you don't kill all of them, I have the 2 CP strat to double shoot.
Yeah.
So I think a squad of 10 is definitely
the AP2 won't matter too much against Orks, but it's just really strong.
Yeah,
anyway, moving on, we have...
and then I have the Howling Banshee squad that is upgraded, the Relic Crone Scream.
Nice.
For a CP, the CP gives me 1 relic on them and 1 relic on another unit. So they are going to be doing D3 +1 mortals on the charge, and I also have piercing strikes on him, so I'm going to have 10 attacks at strength 4 +1 to wound and 2 damage. So then I've got the Striking Scorpions here, who I've upgraded with the Crushing Blows upgrade so that I get auto hits, auto wounds, sorry.
Nasty. These guys are the melee monsters for the Eldari, and then we have some guns at the back.
Yes, and then because it's a fast attack slot, I have a bunch of fast attacks.
Yeah. Hello.
I'll start with I have a squad of just Shroud Runners. The strength 6 AP nothing is actually going to be very good this game.
Nice.
And then I have a squad of Warp Spiders with the double spinners and the power blades and Web of Deceit so that I can just get out of there after I shoot.
Awesome.
I have a squad of 9 Swooping Hawks.
Only 9 today, not 10.
Just 9, because now that they're 25 points, if I lose one of them, I can actually get quite a lot of stuff.
A lot of things.
And then I have a squad of Shining Spears. No upgrade on the Exarch, but I do have the Kane's Lance Shrine Relic, which means on a 4-up I do D3 Moors and you fight last.
Pretty spicy.
Final fast attack slot is the squad of 7 Wind Riders, all with shuriken cannons.
These guys are absolutely nasty with the devastating shooting, and then we have, finally...
I have a heavy support with just two D cannons, and I have one dedicated transport, which is my Wave Serpent, who has twin Bright Lance and the Seer Stones upgrade, which allows him to count as double his wounds for his bracketing.
Lovely, and that's 2,000 points of the Eldari. Swift strikes and masterful shots, allowing them to ignore cover, whilst also getting advance and shoot.
Advance and remain stationary, which means I can battle focus after I advance.
Allowing you to move away and just do a lot of shenanigan tricks as they try and survive the swarm of the Greenskin. Quickly for CP, so I'm spending 1 CP to bring both the war bosses, and I'm bringing 2 more CP for the Beast Boss and Squeasaw, but other than that, I'm spending no CP. So the Orcs are starting on 3. Eldar spent 2, so we're starting on 4. On a couple of character upgrades.
Yeah, so I've just spent it 1 to give him Shield of Vectors to get 6 on a 6 up, when you spend a CP or when I. So 1 CP for Wrath of the Shrines to give each of these squads their relics.
Very nice, let's go! So yeah, in terms of what things are aware, the Pain Boy also has another relic for Cybot Body, so I'm spending actually 4 CP, giving him 4 up inbond and half damage. So obviously the knobs are in the truck, and then the Mega Knobs are going to be in the Battle Wagon. And in this Battle Wagon, Gaz will be in the Battle Wagon along with the Pain Boy. Last thing, guys, there's so much stuff to say, but the red battle wagon is T8 with the Arg Case upgrade, as is the black battle wagon, but the black battle wagon will also have a 5 inbound. And I'm outflanking 30 Beast Snaggers and the Death Dread and the Mega Dread, whilst just the Dire Avengers getting outflanked for the Eldari. We're also assuming this is the board set up by Massoir, and just terrain rules real fast. We have some -1 situated in either corner. For deployment, it's this side to that side. There's 5 objectives. Imagine like a 5-sided dice. We have rocks everywhere because it's awesome, gives them a 3D feel. Buildings are obscured. To go down 2 levels is 2 inches, 1 level is 1 inch. Obviously, crates will be obscured. We're treating this as like a building, a piece of building. -2 for the derelict building piece, and also for the sewage drain pipe. To get on the train pieces, it's 1 inch up and 1 inch off. Welcome to Shed Gaming, and the mission we're playing today is tear down their icons, and you get 4 points, for holding 1, 4 points for holding 2, 4 points for holding more, and for the P2, you got to do an action in the enemy's territory, which is like planting a bomb. At the end of the game, however many bombs that you have planted equals 4 points per bomb. And then that is the secondaries, or the P2, for the primary, and now we move to the setup, which is what it is, and now the deployment. And the roll-off. Orcs have won the roll-off, and I've elected to take this side with the Eldari on that side, and the Eldari are spending another CP on...
I'm spending a CP on the Phoenix Gem on my Warlock Skyrunner. It just means that when he dies, he can come back on a 2+.
Secondaries. Orcs have Green Tide, Stomp, and Raise the Banners. Sorry for my bad writing. And the Eldar have Bring It Down, Warp Rich, and Rot. Let's do this. Deployment. So, the Orcs are on this side. We have Gaz in the wagon with the Pain Boy. We have 10 boys deployed behind for Green Tide and to Raise a Banner. And then the Gun Wagon and the Truck with the knobs over here. And pushing over here, we just have the Beast Boss on Squig with 3 killer cannons to bodyguard him. And then moving on over, we have the Eldari. And what's going on?
So basically, most of my shooting stuff is behind the building because it's going to be able to come out and shoot later on.
Very nice.
I've got my Striking Scorpions just forward deploying just there. It's a nice bit of space to move up from. And I've got a squad of Rangers here behind the building so I can get rolled in my turn.
Very nice. Choose your weapon. Oh, whoa, Eldari, turn. I get a CP back, as do the Eldari, bring the Orcs to 3, the Eldari to 5, rolling Strands of Fate dice now, and we'll move to command phase. Strands of Fate dice have been rolled, and they are?
I have 2 hit rolls, 2 and 1 wound roll, and 1 save.
Very nice, which are automatic 6s when the Eldari choose to use them. And the plan for this turn...
my main game plan is these Rangers behind this building are just going to pop up Rod. I'm going to put a few things out over here to pop some shots at the killer cans, and then I'm going to move back behind the building. That is about it.
Eldari tricks, and we'll see what happens as they go into their movement phase for turn 1. End of Eldari turn 1 movement phase. They pretty much just pushed all the bikes over here, keeping everything out of sight. This guy's pushed up to do Warp Ritual and then jump back behind with a Psychic Power. So speaking of Psychic...
Funny thing, he also has the Phoenix Gem, so even if you shoot him next turn, he dies and then comes back.
Automatic.
If I fail the power, he just dies. Well, I think it's a 2-up, but I just come back.
That seems a bit OP. But anyway, moving on to the Psychic phase. So it's just going to be Warp Ritual, really, right? The bikes have rodded, end of Psychic phase. Well, they did in the movement phase. Yep. And then they planted a bomb with the guys back there. And then this guy did Warp Ritual and then flew away. And that's pretty much the end of the day for the turn 1 Eldari phase.
Yes, and I'll grab a bomb.
A bomb has been planted, which will be 4 points at the end of the game for P2. Now we go into Orcs, turn 1. Right, Orc turn 1. They have no command phase because they have limited brain cells, but we're going to push up and we're going to get some points. We got Green Tide, we're probably going to raise banner with the boys. And we get a CP back, so we're on 4. Huzzah. Ooh, 7? Yeah, they also got a CP back for the Eldari as well. And we'll get back to the end of turn 1, movement phase for the Orc. End of Orc turn 1, I've pushed the advanced the killer cans, touching the -1 with the beast boss and squig. Battle wagon with the big boomer. Oh, this is the big boomer, I don't know if I said, but it's got a big boomer on top and 4 big shooters, and he's just pushed up on the left flank, while I've got the 10 boys behind doing banners, and also get me a green tide point. And I got the truck and Gaz in the wagon staging a little bit, but a little bit tentatively, because there's some Eldari guns I'm a little bit afraid of. And that's pretty much the end of Orc turn 1, because I have no guns that are in range or can see, or any charges to make. So we get 2 points, and we'll move now to the second turn for the Eldari in this rather fast initial opening of the game. Turn 1 scores and doors, 2 points to the Orcs and 1 point to the Eldar as we go to Eldar turn 2. Eldari strands of fate dice.
So I have 2 hit rolls, 1 wound roll, 1 psychic.
So looking at Gaz and licking your lips as the Eldari plot their moves for turn 2.
And then my rangers will also do rod.
So 4 points of rod for the Eldari as we go into their movement phase, and we'll come back at the end. End of turn 2, Eldari movement phase, my friend. What happened?
So basically, now that my fast is safe, I've pushed out quite well, but a lot of things are going to be jumping back. My D-cannons advance, but because I am Swift Strikes, I can advance and remain stationary. He's going to have 1 D-cannon into these guys. I'm going to have my Bright Lancers into these guys as well. I've got my bikes here to either shoot at that one or that one. This battle cannon over here, I mean. I put my Shroud Runners here to move block the Orcs. I've moved out my...
warp spiders.
the warp... you made the warp spiders. I've just moved out here to get some shots on.
Very nice.
I'm going to try and doom it. These guys have moved there just for...
The Shining Spears?
Shining Spears just moved there just to...
Staging and blocking and pushing up. Eldari will move back with a lot of their shooting.
Apart from this dude.
And this guy is just... he can fly away, because that's just what they do. Yeah. Alright, we'll go into the psychic phase and probably show you some key elements and then sum it up at the end. Here we go. Stay tuned for an epic game. So end of Eldari, turn 2 psychic phase. They got guide on the swooping Orcs, allowing them to reroll the hit roll. Successfully doomed the battle wagon with Gaz in, a little scary, so they're getting reroll the wound roll with anything core against that. Regenerated a CP, but then the Guardian on the jet bike, what's his name?
To do Warp Ritual, because I rolled 3 and then used the CP and also rolled
The Warlock fails the Warp Ritual, so still on the point for that. And that's the end of the psychic phase. We go into the shooting phase, and this could be quite painful for the greenskins. One of the D cannons is in range of the strength 12, I'm pretty sure, killer cans, so he's going to fire into that. Let's go. 3 shots! And 2 strands of fate dice to make 2 auto hits and 1 more hitting on a 5 because of -1. Which,
cheeky!
Oh my god. 2s to wound.
Yeah.
3 wound. These killer cannons have no saves, but they get +1 because no line of sight. So 6s! Made 1.
Nice.
Time, D6 plus 2 damage. That does not kill once.
It's only 4.
Yeah. CP reroll! No! The next one wipes out that killer can, but does it explode? He does not. 1 killer can is taken out. And 1 killer can is destroyed. Weapon is going to shoot into... Killer can's taking some hammering here. 2 shots hitting on 4 because -1. 1 hit. Context, he spent another one of his strands of fate dice to make an auto wound which goes straight through. No save. Yep. Just damage. D3 plus 3. A 1 will kill me. No, you perfectly get me! Yep. A 1 would leave me alive. But... 1 killer can remains. The swooping Orcs firing everything and I'm in everything. 27 shots. Into the last killer can. Sorry, they have 4 shots each, it's 36, they're wildly OP. 5,000 shots, hitting on 4s, -1.
Yeah, rerolling because of guide.
6s auto wounds.
6s auto wounds.
I'm gonna die from just the 6s?
Yeah.
Guide means reroll. Oh my god. 5s to wound with the rest that aren't auto wounds. Oh. Alright, 3 ups. Oh my god, I killed the boy. And he's super dead.
Yeah, he did.
He's super dead. Does he explode? No, he doesn't. The last killer can is plucked. I might be. And these guys are picked up and fly away because of their trickery. Now, Balthazar is firing into the battle wagon, bringing the pain. Hitting on 2s or wounding on 6s. Okay. 5s to wound, but he gets a reroll. Because of doom. Whoa, I'm a bit doomed. B2, 3 up saves, 5s. That's what I'm talking about. Orcs are in an okay position, and now the bike's going to fire in with all their shots. Into the battle wagon. 21 shots, spend a CP to get exploding 6s. Let's do this. Hitting on 3, 6s explode. No. 5s to wound, but guide. I mean, sorry, doomed. I am doomed. Maybe not. That many so far, 6s are AP3. Ooh, a couple more. Ooh, oh. 7 5-ups, 4 3-ups, taking the 7 5-ups first. 5 ups, making 2, and then 3 ups. Take 2. 8 damage taken, down to 8 wounds left, and now the warp spiders are going to fire in. And 2 CP to fire and fade away, so spending a lot of CP, but everyone's just flying away. And then the warp spiders have 66 shots coming in. Balthazar also repositions. Firing the spiders.
66 shots.
Leave me alone! Yes. Hitting on 3s, and you're rolling strong. Strength 6 T8 5s, but with the Doom is just so good. Only 4 so far, but what can Doom do?
Oh, I'm definitely not.
8. Let's go. Let's go. You say that, and then you probably kill me. Okay, that many. 5 up inlands. Okay. Make 2. 3. Battle wagons on 3 wounds remaining. Split fire. Snipers and pistols into the wagon, and then all the scatter lasers are going in. The squad of boys at the back. 3 snipers into the wagon on 2s. Oh, and then no. 6 rolling.
Okay, yep.
So it's a 4 up. No. 1 wound remaining. Oh my god. 3 pistols on 2s. No way you kill a wagon with. Oh my god, you got 2 ones again. Just need 1 shot. Oh, you can reroll it though. You can reroll. Can he do it? Oh, it's almost. Wagon survives with 1 wound, and I have no mech. The rest of the shots into the boys who spent 2 CP for Orky Transhuman, which is maybe a little bit overcosted, but I need every defense I can get. Keep the boys alive, hitting on 2s. Couple 1s. Can the Transhuman save me? So 2 CP. What did it do? What did it do? It did 1. It saved me 1 time.
Oh my god, it really did.
Value. VALUE. That was. It's gonna be 6 ups. Ooh. Oh, I a 2. 4 boys remain. The knob died. No. The final thing, the final piece of the puzzle, the jigsaw to the prize. This guy's gonna try and shoot. It's Battle Wagon, and because the pain boy wasn't out, they didn't get Fona Pains, and they're decimated to the man. Have to lead ship. What's up?
I'm not on 3s.
Yep. 6s! I don't want no. Why do you do this to me? It's a 5 up invuln or death. Please. I spent 2 CP here and there's only 4 left. Okay, come on. Please CP roll! Gaz and the guys inside. No one dies. He does blow. D3 mortals to everything within 6. So my boys, the truck, and those guys. So the boys for 2. Your guys for 2. And then the truck for 2. Orks getting a bit hit here. So on 2 CP left, there's 2 boys remaining. The truck took 2 damage. One of the bikes is on a wound. The Gaz and the pain boy successfully came out, but the battle wagon is destroyed. And that.
I'd like to point out that Rory has used CP, but I don't need to roll my share of the shifting vectors because I've already gained a CP and I can't gain back 2 in a turn.
Cool. Text, I am Roy. But you can call me shit gaming. Leadership test on the boys. Come on. Because the boss is watching. He's running away on a 1. 1 boy remains. And that was a lot of damage. And Eldar get a lot of points. We'll just check the scores and how much they get so far for now.
I didn't warp ritual.
No, you didn't. Pretty diligent scoring from the Eldar. 6 points to bring it down. Killed all the killer cans and the battle wagons. That's 6 points. Didn't get warp ritual, but did do rod. And Orks only get 4 points to their primary as we go into Orks turn 2. Scarce on the board, but I have a lot of stuff to come in, a lot of things in vehicles. I'm only on 3 CP and 4 for primary. We're going to kill these bikes for definite. We're going to try and kill those guys behind there because they're being annoying. And we're going to try and push up and get some board control, and we'll see what happens as we go into Ork. Turn 2 movement phase. End of Ork, turn 2 movement phase. We've put 10 boys arrived from outflank, giving me definitely 1 point for green tide in that corner. 10 more boys jumped in from this flank, giving me another 10 points for green tide. I put the truck over here behind this obscured with the knob still inside. I haven't wild because I want to save it. The battle wagon with all the mega knobs pushed up, and the beast boss pushed up as well to try and make a charge if the boys fail it. And then Gaz has pushed up another boy squad here to try and kill these guys. So we're just going to retake this side of the board and just push back up and get some more ball control and score some points and get ready for another staging turn to hopefully try and kill some Eldari on turn 3. And there's no psychic phase, so we'll just go straight to a very limited shooting phase. But hopefully we'll do something. Got line of sight just about with the big boomer from the battle wagon, and he's going to shoot everything into the decannons. Alright, 2d6 shots! 10 shots! 5s! Come on, I believe in it. I believe. I make it 2. Strength 8, T5 to 3s. Make 2. 2 5 ups or death? Maybe death. 2 damage. The hit really kind of bugged me, so 1 on 3. 6s! Drop 1. 4s. 2 2 3 ups. Take a damage. Gaz with the Mork's Roar is just in range of those cannons, so he's firing, but he's hitting on 6s because of -1. 6s! I'm an Ork, can't really shoot. We're going to do some things I can do, which is smashing your face in. So the boys over there on that left side are going to charge into the Rangers. I need a 10. I get a reroll. I get a 6. And then the Beast Boss and Squig is now going to charge him. With his death. 3. He can reroll it because he's an Ork. Oh my god.
Yes.
Now these boys are going to charge into those bikes, which after everyone failed it. These boys charging in. This is when I get a 10, watch you. 7. Gaz doesn't need to go in because these guys are going to pick them up, hopefully. So we'll see what happens with reroll the hit roll and exploding 6s. So 27 attacks. 3s, rerolling everything. Rerolling because of Gaz and is awesome. Oh my god. 3s to wound. 5s, yeah. And the bikes are picked up by the boys and they can consolidate. Wipe them out. End of Orc turn 2. We get 4 points for Stomp. We get a point for banners, so 1 point for banners. And we get 2 more points for Green Tide. Okay, nice. And that's the end of the turn. And we'll see what happens. We go into Eldari turn 3. Big. The Beast Boss on Squig and the boys failing the charge into these guys, meaning that they can push up and be out of heroic intervention range of him and take that point back for the Eldar. So the Orcs will probably only get 4 points again for their turn 3 primary, which is pretty spicy as we keep going in the turn 3 movement phase, which is pretty much like solving a puzzle for the Eldari.
It's a bit of a puzzle.
End of Eldari turn 3 movement phase, my friend. What was the gist?
So I basically send these high energies to their death to just kill these guys and just have another turn to block Gaz in.
Very nice.
I've advanced this guy up 6.
The Wave Serpent.
So we moved 22. He's just going to try and pop this guy, and again, he is blocking this area so the truck boys can't get out and run very far.
Awesome. Well, not for me.
Oh,
bloody gosh!
Baharoth has come up just to shoot stuff in the middle because he's going to fly away afterwards.
Baharoth.
Dude has moved just so he's touching the objective, and so that I can shoot at, cast -1. Save on this thing.
The battle wagon, the red battle wagon.
These 2 D-cannons have moved up to shoot at this thing or possibly pop a shot into that.
Very nice.
These boys have moved up to also shoot this. So Super Hawks move up also to shoot this.
Lots of shots.
And then I'm going to doom him, and that's about it. And I've moved blocked here with the Rangers.
The ones that failed the charge on.
Yeah,
so
and I'm going to try a rod with my Scorpions.
Fails on a 6. You're totally good.
So yeah.
Continuing the theme, we're moving to the Psychic Phase of the Eldari. My friend, take it away. Howling Banshees advancing, and that was the most successful Psychic Phase.
That was good.
Every power went off unimaginable. You got Doom on the Battle Wagon, which went off. You got an extra CP back, you extended ranges, you move your fast hit back, you got Warp Ritual as well.
Guardians, I'll reroll 1s against you anyway.
And the Sweeping Hawks got Guide, and that was very spicy, so we'll move on to a tasty turn 3 Shooting Phase of the Eldari, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. Kicking things off, we have these bikes firing all their shots, Shuriken, catapult, gun, whatever. Into the gun wagon with the big boom. Shuriken shots coming into the battle wagon with a -1. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
1s.
5s to wound, rerolling because of Doom. And then 5s. 5 goes straight through, and then just 1 5 up. Save! No, I can't make a save. So it takes 6 down. Battle wagons on 10 wounds remain. As the devastation of the Eldari unleashes more furious.
I'm gonna spend 2 CP.
Oh god, leave me alone. So you're firing and fading, firing. Firing and fading away again.
Fading and firing.
This is an OP strategy, man. What is up with this stuff? I have come to position the Eldar a bit too good. I got nothing that I can do, bro. No, the Orcs gonna fight back. Stay tuned, guys, as the game spices up like a hot potato in the oven.
Like a hot potato.
With some Tabasco. The bikes zip back behind here for 2 CP. Down. Now the Swooping Hawks, 1 of them out of range, so 8 of them firing everything into the battle wagon. 4s with the Swooping Hawks rerolling, 6 auto wounds. That was pretty good. Rerolling! With the reroll. Not bad. 6s to wound though, but with Doom, so rerolling, and you got a couple. No more. Right, so 13 wounds on a 4-up save.
Pretty good.
That 9 wounds go through. Whoa, he's on 1 wound left. Like smoking wreck, everything. It's on a wound. I can't roll saves. This guy's gonna try and pick up the battle wagon. Oh, gonna do it. Gonna do it. Oh, he's looking like he might be able to do it. Rerolling. 6 here. Oh, why do you do this? Just go straight through. Does it explode? Ooh! I just say both my battle wagons have now exploded. Yeah. But I can't roll save, but I can roll 6s. D3 mortals to your guys. Hooah! For 2 mortals. D3 mortals on the boys. For 3. The Beast Boss and Squig. 5 up, Film of Pain. Rolls.
Just what to do!
1 Meganov dies. And the wagon, the gun wagon with a boomer, is destroyed, killed 2 Eldari, wounded the Beast Boss, killed the Nob and a boy, and also put the truck down to 6. Damage just from explosions. Alright, he's shooting my truck with the Bright Lances. Do I spend 2 CP or not, guys? What do we think? Yes!
I mean, just in case.
He's a speed freak vehicle, he can do that. Bring it on.
I might see
Bright Lances.
Do I need to?
Okay, 1 hand. CP reroll. Oh, he gets both. Rolling a dice to see if it wounds. It does. 2 go through, which will kill the truck, sadly. He spent 1 of the Strands of Fate dice. Your Strands of Fate dice were...
It was a wound, a psychic, an advance, and a charge.
Very nice. Auto 6s. The truck is destroyed, and now let's see how many of the knobs die inside.
I'm gonna take that. You were right. I probably would come to
Yeah, 1 dice.
That's very,
I'll take that. 9 knobs managed to stumble out the burning truck, and the wreckage is destroyed, meaning you get another 5 points to bring it down alone this time. Decans, final thing, hopefully. Oh god, leave me alone, into the Meganop. I'm gonna tell you being a Meganop. 2d3 shots. Ah, what? 4. Pardon you, sir.
Pardon me.
Pretty devastating for the Eldar as they push into the Orc lines. And there's some howling banshees howling over there. 4s, nothing.
Oh!
Bruh. 6s to save me. Oh, really. 2 get splat because it's just d3 plus 3 damage, which is just gnarly.
D6 plus 2.
Which is min 3. On one of the shiny spears does have line of sight. This squad of boys, so they're gonna fire away. Shuriken catapults. They don't hit on 2s, do they? 3s to wound.
No.
Strength 4, so 5s. Stop this, man. 6 ups! Feeling the pains from the pain boy.
Can I do 6s for 6?
The knob. Fools. Howling banshees are howling their shots into the boys. Just 4 pistols. 3s to hit. That's mainly wrong. Well. Okay. No. Okay. Yay! Now it begins.
Barry will put everything to them.
Is this the last thing? Please, you're killing all my guys. The second last thing. I hate this. Alright, so who's Bathroth shooting into?
Baharoth is going to shoot into those boys. I want to make sure they die. So
okay. 4 shots onto the boys.
2s.
Everything hit.
3s. 6.
2 6-ups. Making 1. Gonna pains, about to pay both to keep him alive. No. He flies back to here because he's OP. And lastly, we have the Rangers. They're just shooting into the boys.
Yeah.
-1. 2 hit.
Yeah, more 6.
And then nothing. Yeah. So begins the charge phase.
Charge phase.
The Howling Banshees come screaming into the Orc boys, and they use automatic 6 on their charge roll dice.
I will
Strands
roll.
of Fate.
Just
10 inches into the boys. Let's see what happens. Starting with the gas sergeant. On a Mauls on a 2+, Mauls 1. D3 plus 1 Mauls. For 2. 2 boys die before the combat even begins, and now the sergeant comes in. 10 attacks on 2s or 3s?
3s.
Oh my god, you rolled so many hits. Strength 4 plus 1 wound is 4s. 4 of them in buns. Please. You make 2!
Nice.
Gotta make 2 6s here to save a guy. Nah. Make 1 though. 12 more attacks coming in with the regular dudes. Don't kill me! Okay. 4 to wound. Oh, yes. In buns. Oh. Philippines! Yes! Oh, it's close. 1 boy remains with Gaz looking on. Boys coming in to fight you with 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling everything.
4s, but
1, but I'm rerolling because Gaz just 2s to wound. 2. Sergeant just takes a wound. End of a devastating Eldari turn 3, and now we have some leaderships. Alright, we'll start off with the Meganobs of the boys. I can start off with Meganobs. Oh my god. The other one run away. He's alive. The boys, they lost 2. They're fine. This guy will live on a 1. Yeah! Spicy secondaries for the Eldari. 11 for Bring It Down, 7 for Warp Ritual, and 8 for Rod. And then Orcs only get 4 more points of their primary. As we go into... Orc turn 3, that was brutal, honestly brutal. But Orcs can do things, they're cunning and they're sneaky. I have my characters, I have all my infantry, and I have Mega Dreads to bring on. Ball control's limited, Gaz is going to push up, I'm going to kill the tank, I'm going to kill those guys, I'm going to kill the Howling Banshees, I'm going to get stomp points, I'm going to try and get green tie points, I'm going to push back against the menace of the Eldari. Stay tuned and get ready for the movement phase, and I'll show you the end as we go into an epic game. 5 invuns, army wide, and everything gets advanced and charge, that's infantry. And +1 attack as well. And Gaz gets extra shooter shots and AP as well. But my big wagon's dead. I should have probably ward last turn and it would have been alive with the invuns. Potentially, probably still would have died because I rolled like ass. Pretty crazy. Eldar completely forgot to bring in their Dire Avengers last turn. They didn't even need them. They did so much damage, they just completely forgot. But the hordes of Orcs are marching in. The 20 more boys jumped down this side, 2 squads of 10. A Mega Dread spawned in from this side, and a Death Dread rolled in on from that flank. So it's like an infestation. Spores in the air, and the Orcs, the waves, just keep running in. And my opponent elected not to bring the Dire Avengers in. It's just a bit of an error, but he didn't even need them, potentially. But the Orcs are going to do some crumping. And I pretty much moved Gaz up here, brought these boys down here, yeah. The Pain boys within range, and the Knobs have pushed up here as well to try and take the tank down, and the Beast Boss on Squig is going to charge into those cannons, and I'm going to try and kill them. So yeah, the Orcs are pushing up, and shooting phase will be pretty limited, but we'll see what happens in Orcs turn 3. So he's got a thump gun, which he's going to thump into one of those things. D3 shots. Hitting on a 5. Orc shooting! Actually, Gaz is just going to shoot this guy, because why not? 5s. That was bad. That many hits with Daka. Strength 5, 3s. AP 2 because of Daka. Only 2. AP 2 completely. Mega Dread's going to shoot his Mega Cannon into that guy. And the boom bits into that. So 2d6 boom bits Strength 5, so wounding on 5. 3 up save on the Wraith. Take it down. D6 big cannon shots into that dude. Whoa! 6. 5s. 1. Strength 8, so 2. It's a wound. EP2.
He's fine.
Completely fine. The Mega Dread did nothing, and also the Gaz didn't do anything. So basically, shooting is limited. Forget shooting. We're going straight to the charges. Knobs are piling into the tank. Walk. 6. Awesome, so the knobs make it in. And then the Mega Dread's coming into the tank, and he has a 3d6 charge. Discard the dice. Hooah! E needs a 9. He doesn't get it. Come on, Mega Dread. Come on, Mega Dread. He makes it. He's so good. Oh,
12.
The Mega Knob raised the banner on that objective. The boys on this flank are going to charge into those guys. You get a 10. This guy is charging in. He needs a 7. With a reroll! That's an 8. Nice. Thank God. And he comes flying in. We have 2 squads of boys charging into the Banshees, Exhibit A and B, and they both have a 9 charge. Team A. They fail it, but with a reroll! Thanks God! Cool. With a reroll, come on! Let's go! Gaz is charging in first things first. On a 7. The squad of boys made it in, Gaz made it in, the Nobs made it in, the Mega Dread made it, the boys made it in. So the Death Dread's coming in, and he's going to charge those guys. It's a 9, -1 is a 10. Thank you. We can go around the board, and you can see the Orks are everywhere. Start with the boys. Gaz hasn't done anything. I'm going to start with Gaz. Gaz Golthraka's coming in. Gaz has 5 attacks, +1 for the walk, and not his war trait, because I didn't pay the CP for it, but he's coming in, hitting on 3s, -1, rerolling everything, 6s explode. Do this. Babushka. No explode.
Very 2s to it.
This is definitely 2s. That's definitely 4. 4 5-ups.
2 die.
And now the boys are going to finish them off. 36 attacks, rerolling everything, exploding 6s. They got picked up.
They are dead.
Moving from right to left, we'll start with the Mega Dread. And then the Wave Serpent doesn't get transhuman as he comes in like a beast. 6 attacks with the Mega Dread and -1 to hit on the Wave Serpent. On -1 hits 4s, 6s explode. Only 2. I'm going to CP reroll one of them because this is important. Oh, I made this is 2s. Just 2 up ones makes 1. D3 +3 damage. 6 damage. So 7 guys, 7 knobs in range of the tank on 6 wounds. We weren't able to grab the objective, but we're going to smash it out. 28 attacks, hitting on 3s. 4s, sorry. 6s explode.
Rerolling.
Oh my God. That was so many. 4 more 6s. No. 29 at 28 hits, wounding on 3s. Transhuman doesn't apply in melee. That was decent, but... 4s to live. Does it explode?
No.
No. And the Wave Serpent. Moving swiftly on, the boys take the position. They've killed all the rangers. And the Death Dread moved up 6 inches, pushing around this building, and now the Beast Force and Squiggle finally kill these D-cannons, wiping out all your anti-tank. Hitting on 2s! Dread Day, T5. 3s. That was pretty good. AP2 damage 2 is 5 invans, you are wiped.
Explodes?
No.
1 explodes.
You can't. I explode, you do not explode. End of Orc turn 3, pretty gnarly. We wiped out those D-cannons, we wiped out the Rangers, we wiped out the Wave Serpent, and we wiped out the Banshees. And we've retained some ball control, but Eldari will get 12 for primary because they're on that objective with the Howling Banshees and that with the character. So we'll see what happens in Eldari turn 3, but before that we'll just look at some scores real quick. Very nice, and then the Orcs get 2 more points of Green Tide and 4 more points of Stomp and another point for Banners. And we'll see what happens when we go to Eldari turn 4. End of Eldari movement phase in their 4th turn. My friend, what happened?
So I basically just moved a lot of my shooting out to try and kill these boys and these guys.
Very nice.
I've lined up a lot of smites. I've lined up 3 smites over here, 4 smites into this guy.
Trying to take him down some wounds.
And some shooting, and then I've just put stuff out here so that I can either shoot him if I want to finish him off, or the boys' squads over here.
Very nice, and we'll go into the psychic phase for the Eldari and therefore the Scorpion's coming in. 2 hits, a charge, and a save for the Eldari Transit Fate dice. Passed the psychic action, got Warp Ritual, maxed it at 12 points, and
CP to do a power and action. On
very nice, and now coming in for a smite. On a 5. That is a 5. 3. That's a big one.
3.
3 5s. Take 2 damage. He's down to 6 wounds remaining. This is the way to get him, mortals and autos.
These guys are going to smite you.
Fighting on a 6 now. They get a 10.
10.
Another 3 mortals. 5 ups. Take 1 damage. Failed the +2 to cast with that boy. Failed the +2 to cast, and now coming in for the 3rd smite, so this will go off on a 7. Ooh, you got it on 10, but no super. Another D3 mortals. 2 more. 5s. Takes another one. Down to 4. Going in for the Doom. Doom.
He's doomed.
You get it. Doom is passed, and now what are you doing? The last cycle plan? You need 8? No. That's definitely not. 4 damage off him in spines. And that's the end of the psychic phase. And he got Doom as well, but no guide. We begin the shooting phase. We have the swooping hawks. Firing everything into the beast boss on squick. This guy's coming in, hitting on 3, 6 auto wounds, no rerolls. Daka. That looked pretty good. 2 auto wounds, bunch of hits. 6s, rerolling everything. Yeah, that's pretty good. 6s, you get another 1. So 8 wounds. 8 saves, he's got 4 wounds left, it's 4 ups. Okay. He dies unless feel no pains. He's dead. Oh my god. And that was perfectly efficient. As the beast boss is slain. 5 warp talents, firing to the 9-man knob squad. 66 shots because the sergeant fires twice.
I'm in 3s though, remember?
19 shots hitting on 3s. No guide or doom. Well, it's been used. Not bad. Strength 6 so 3s. Pretty decent, I can't lie.
I can't lie, the strength is... I like the size.
5 at once. Okay. And then 6 up for the Pain Boy. Pain Boy saves one of them. Lose a noble and 1's down to 1. Battle focus away. All of the bikes firing to the remaining knobs who are licking their wounds. On 3s, you're rolling 1s. Ooh. Rerolling, not bad. 3s to wounds. 6s don't matter because the invuns are the same. And the damage is 2 though, which is kind of good. Give me the death guard. 5s up invuns. Oh my god. Made more than half. 5 went through. That's Phil no pains. 6 ups. What? I saw it. 2 die. Come on. 6, please. No, it's not 4. 6. I said 6. Hey! Hey! 4 knobs remain.
So the spears are going into the knobs and everything else is going to go into the boys.
Very nice from the shining spears. 3 spears of doom. Not with doom.
Trees.
T5 strength 6. 3s to wound.
It's just weird.
5 ups. Make him 1.
No, 2 thin
6 ups. Make him none. Boom. Another one bites the dust. Pew. The boys.
3s.
Good God, stop it. Okay. Inbound. Bow. Yes. 3s. Catapult of doom. Spent 4 T5, so 5s to wound with the catapults. Inbound. Oh. Pain! Feel no pain, brother.
Right,
Detention. Putting a wound on the knob.
Fair bit,
The horde of boys are getting shot further. 4 pistols from the scorpions. 4 hits. 5s to wound. Oh. Characters left. This guy's gonna fire his gun into the boy squad.
4s.
3s to hit. Okay. Not been going too great for the... Ooh, that was... Barry's firing into the nobles. Alaroth is firing his gun into the boy squad with the knob on a wound. Okay, here you go, 2s. Bow wow. 2 auto wounds. Ouch!
And,
invuns.
No turns.
Yes. Oh! Gonna paint. Back. 3 boys, including the knob full. Moving to the charge phase, and the scorpions are coming into the boys after doing a quite deadly shooting phase for the Eldari, but the orcs are still in the game, very much so, and we'll see what happens. So, spending an auto 6 on one of your charge dice for your chance phase. Rolled a 1, but that's still a 7, so the scorpions make it in. Balthazar's charging in, into the nobles, and finally the scorpions. And the shining spears coming into all 3 on a 3. They make it. Apparently on the roll of 4+, I fight last with who? The boys, and take D3 mortals. So basically, roll a 1! Thank you! Oh crap. So D3 mortals. For 1. Finnepen. Firing with the shining spears, everything into the knobs, because the boys got fight last. 10 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Yeah, we Gucci.
And then 3s. Stop this now. 7! 5 ups. Oh!
Very good.
First guy's gonna live. Nope, second guy's gonna live. The knobs are wiped out. Can the scorpions wipe out the boys? Attack, spent 2 CP on... No, just explain, please.
I do hit Strands of Fate dice.
Yep.
So I have 2 auto hits, which because of Crushing Blows become auto wounds, and because they are also 6s, and Scorpions have exploding 6s, I also get 2 additional hits, but because it's overlapping rules, I have to roll to wound with these, whereas these ones I will not have to wound with.
Okay, well, whatever he says, boss.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, boss. This is the other hit.
So this is on 3s.
So 1s and 2s. Okay. After all of that algebra, this many wounds.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, wiped out. That boy squad got picked up with just the sergeant. He's so OP. I can fight back with this one boy into the spear. 4 attacks on 4s. 6s explode because of gas. And this is winning on 3s. It's 2. 2 AP1, 2 AP1. 2 damage taken.
Doesn't matter there. Doesn't matter. So
the end of Eldari, turn 4. Pretty nasty. Picked up a lot of boys. Wiped out that boy squad as well as the knobs. They killed 2 things in melee. And took my back objective because that boy is OBSEC, which is really good. So I only get 4 points of primary as we go into Orks. Alright, so I'm on 5 CP, we're going to push up, we're going to kill some things, we're going to get some points, we're going to get 4 points of primary, not great, but we'll see what happens as we go into Orc turn 4 movement phase. End of Orc turn 4 movement phase, we push these boys up over here, they're going to make some charges into some scorpions and some bikes. Gaz pushed up here to try to do some 3 damage to Balthazar in the shooting phase as well as the charge phase. The Mega Dreads on a Mega Madness to try and take the middle objective. And these boys here are deleting the skull, so they're taking down the bomb over here, which will automatically go off because they're opposite. Or Death Dread moves up 10 with his pistons, Stompiac pistons, to try and kill these Rangers, Warlocks. And then Gazgul's going to finish him off, hopefully, and we'll see what happens as we go into the shooting phase of Orcs turn 4. Gazgul's going to fire everything into Balthazar. He gets 17 shots with Daka because it's still in the second stage of the war. Hitting on 5s. That was pretty freaking good.
Oh, she's doing crazy. Nice.
5 wounds at 3 AP 1s or 3 up saves. 3 ups. 2 damage. Down to 4 wounds, then we got 10 pistols from the boys. 10 pistols. Daka 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 daka.
So 4s.
4s to wound. It's 1. Very much alive. Oh, I saw the 1! He flirted with me. Alright, the Mega Dread's gonna fire. Pistol from the Pain Boy. The Dream is alive. This guy's gonna do his flamer into those guys, and then the big cannon into him. Big cannon, D6 shots for 2. CP reroll. That was 3 times better. Big damage, hitting on 4. Hitting on 5s. On 5s. Oh, 3 hits.
Nice.
Strength 8, 2 to wound. Yes, I didn't get a 1. 3 up. Nope. Oh, he's fine. On 4 wounds remaining, we fired all our guns. We have 2d6 flamers into the warp spiders. Auto hit, so just 3s to wound. So it's actually quite good against the orcs. Flamers for the way, man. Flamers for the win. One at a time and come on, die. Yes. No. Die. No. No.
Stop it.
Stop it.
He's too powerful.
Stop this.
He's too powerful.
What is this power? Yes.
Take 1 damage on the side.
Oh, you son of a...
1 damage is taken on the sergeant.
Charges. Boys are going into both. Boys into both. Boys into both. Guys into Barry. Hooah, badaboo. The Death Dread is charging into the Warlocks. Makes sense. Mega Dread is gonna attempt to charge into both units. Are you gonna? Is it CP or is it just all rank? It's just all rank. It's so good to just fire away from the Orc spiders. Mega Dread into him. I'm gonna spend 2 CP for the Mega Crazy Charge. 3d6. I add it up. So this is a 2 CP for Mega Charge. He gets 3d6. He adds them up, and on a 2 up he does D3 rolls.
He adds them up.
Yeah. I'm gonna reroll that.
Oh my god, so it doesn't make. Okay, never mind. Well, that's bad. Triple 1s.
Second time. What the schmack? That's 4 points of primary right there. We move. Starting with the boys, we're going to split attacks. I'm spending 2 CP for exploding 5s, which is just disgusting. 5 guys into the scorpions, 5 guys into the bikes. No, into the scorpions. I start with the 5 boys into the bikes. 20 attacks, rerolling everything, exploding 5s. Just going to remind you, 2 CP. Eldar gets CP back because of a trick. Rerolling with these ones. Okay. 20 attacks, 30 hits. What the hell? Freeze. You are so... 4 ups with a bajillion. And you're wiped out. And the bikes are picked up. Alright, so then the knobs coming in with the other guys along with 4 guys. Start with the knob. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling everything. Just 2 hits. And then moving on 2s. Oh, 1, 5. No, 2 down. 16 attacks. Hitting on... Yeah, no. Rerolling this because Gaz is a beast. Oh. 22 out of 16 hits casually. And then 2s. AP1 is 4 ups. And yeah, they're super dead. And the scorpions are dead. The Death Dread's coming in. Dread hitting on 4s because of -1 to hit for a CP for the Eldar. 6s explode. And then 2s. Yeah. Strands of Fate dice to make one of the saves at auto 6 and then 4 ups. Dead. And they're alive. They're alive. They're dead. Makes the point. Well, ties the point. Crucially, because I failed this charge, I only need to make an 8 on 3 dice and I rolled 3 1s. Woo! You're gonna get 8 for primary. Couple big moments, but I managed to wipe out 1, 2, and Gaz fights as well, but you won't kill him. Gaz fights on 2. Yeah, the boys consolidate backwards, jumping on the point. Gaz is now going to fight. He's winning on 2s. I mean, this is just going to do the 4s. And yeah. Balthazar's on 1 wound as he fights back against Gaz.
That's even crazy.
Barry's fighting back. 2s, 6s explode. 5s wound. Just 2.
1.
4 of them. Gaz is fine. That's the end of Orc turn 4. I only get green tide in 1 point. Stomp I get 3 points for. And Banner's already gave himself 2. And we'll just move into Eldari turn 5, the final turn. See what happens. End of turn 5, movement phase of the Eldari. They pushed up with sweeping orcs and have done Rod successfully now in all 4 quarters. We have pushed up these bikes over here to get some shots down the lines into the Orc boys. We have everything over here to try to use some smites. Balthazar's on 1 wound, but he's pushed up and being annoying, and he's obsec on that point. And now we're going to the psychic phase for the Eldari. Smiting the Death Dread with the Farseer. Goes off an 8, becoming a 10 with +2, but it's just a D3. D3 mortals. And then the Warlock on Bite is going to smite him. He gets it. D3 mortals for another 2 mortals. Down to 4 wounds remaining.
I think I was.
Boys are successfully doomed. Let's smite into the Death Dread.
No.
Sorry, dooming the Death Dread and now trying to smite the Death Dread. You need a 7, you get a 7. Okay, with +2 you go anyway, and it's just down 2 wounds. That's the end of the psychic phase. Got +2 cast, got Doom on the Death Dread, not the boys, and we'll move to the shooting phase. Bikes are firing everything into the boys. This might hurt quite a bit. They're firing in and their blades soaring for a 6s explode. Here we go. Will the Orcs survive? Probably not.
3s or 1s.
Oh no. Rolling the 1s because I'm on an objective. Punishing me for playing the game. And then 6s explode. There's so many 6s. 3s. 6 up invuns. Oh. The boys are picked up quite brutally there. The Death Dread's on fire. It's smoking and it's getting fired at by the wolf spiders.
Yeah.
66 shots. Oh my god. 26 shots.
3s.
Ow. What do you mean? Rolled off camera, but the Death Dread stood no chance and is dead. After, doing alright. Pushing up into the backlines. Water Spiders battle focusing away in the wall of 5. Not bad again. And Balthazar killed the Meganon shooting. 2 6s. Oh. And then T5.
So 3s.
That's it. 4 ups. 4 ups. He's charging me. I'm gonna overwatch because he's on a wound. My last CP. Daka, so 3 shots. He has 1 wound left. I need a 6. I get a 6! It's a 4 to wound. Come on. No! Balthazar makes it in. Balthazar's coming in. Can he kill him? 2s. No look wrong. Ouch. Auto wounding with one of the fate dice. And this is 4s. Rolled another success for CP reroll. And then this is 5 ups. Oh, he's dead. The Meganon finally falls. Very good Eldari turn on the final turn. We'll see what happens as we go into the final turn for the Orcs on turn 5. CP back. We'll get primary at the end. We'll just try to do as much as we can in this final game. Final turn of the game, which has been very, very epic, and I hope you guys have been as entertaining as we have. Sacrificial Sweeping Orcs will be taken for the Orc Gods. Gaz is just going to give off rerolls, pushing these boys up to wipe out them, pushing the Mega Dread up to kill him. This is Orc turn 5. Let's do this.
This might seem.
Shooting phase, he's going to zap them, but you can shoot some Warp Spiders. D6 for 5s. 2s to wound. 2 5 8 months. Yay! CP reroll. No. 2 spiders of 4. These boys are auto win with the Mega Dread is charging into battle. Barry 6.
That's probably.
Come on, please make the charge. With the skin of his teeth, he makes it in. The boys.
How many attacks you got?
Starting with the Death Dread, he gets 5 attacks. The Mega Dread of Doom. 3s. 6s. This wounds Balthazar on 2s. Balthazar survive. 4 women's. He's dead. 1 CP on a 4+, he comes back, which will determine my primary. These boys are coming in. There's 27 attacks, exploding 6s, spending a CP with -1 to hit. 27 attacks, hitting on 3s. 6s explode. 4s. 4s.
It's pretty good.
22 out of 27. 2s to wound. And I'll CP one of these because I have nothing else to spend it on. You're so dead. The biggest roll in the world. Does Balthazar turn up? Obviously he's going to. No, he's not! Balthazar falls. And that is the end of the game. The Orcs get 8 more points of primary, 1 more point for Green Tide, 1 more point for Raised Banners, and then 4 more points to Stomp. So great game, my friend. It was very enjoyable. An epic game, and we'll see what happens for the scores. End of the game, the Orcs got 48 points, and the Eldar got 72. So it was a win for the Eldari. A quick post-game discussion. It was a few key charges that the Orcs missed out. The Mega Dread in the middle, failing that was big. Yeah. And the 3-6 charge, and I rolled 5 1s.
He failed every single 3
apart from the end, which he made.
Apart from the end.
Which is the skin of his teeth.
One really mad.
Yeah. And then also the Beast Boss and Squig failing that was big as well, but the Eldari just did really well. He didn't even need the Dire Avengers. He still won by 24 points. MVP.
I still can't even well, no, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, but he still won, so there you go. MVPs for the Eldari, I would probably give it to either the Warp Spiders.
It was crazy. The melee units that died for the cause.
Yeah, you did really good at blocking up Gaz in this corner.
Units, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah, Gaz, the only value I got at Gaz was rerolls, and that's not what you need Gaz for. He didn't get out of this corner. I had him on a wagon. He got snarled up. Potentially choosing the side wasn't great, but MVP for the Eldar?
The melee units, all the 3 melee units that died. I know it's not a specific unit,
Fez.
but like they just had to do. Oh, there's no. I take it back. The Shroud Runners that went up first turn. Shroud Runners, because they mainly just because when they came up, they finished off the battle wagon and then killed some of the boys behind there, and it was the first turn that really made a difference.
No, honestly, that was good, and ever since then it kind of set the tone. Like I killed what you throw in front of me, but it wasn't enough. The Orcs had a lot, but at the end a bit, and the Eldar had a little. But you forgot some Die Avengers, and the Eldar got the dub again. So they've beaten every army in Shed Gaming apart from the Necrons. So we know what's
The
coming
tournament
next.
continues.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. A little bit of everything, all of the time.